Okay, and we are here with Homage. My final thoughts. First, I'm actually going to start with the good stuff and then go into the other stuff. Alright, things I liked about the game. Number one, Oswald. Oswald was awesome. He was my favorite character. He had a good personality. I liked how he was a bad guy and turned to a good guy. I like the scene where he kills Hayate at the end. I do have one problem though. His fight with Malar, I don't know. It was bad. That was a bad fight. All you did was see him talk, get hit. Like he didn't put up a fight. Like he just kicked Hayate's ass, and then he went down like that to the Malar guy of like doing nothing but talking. I was a little disappointed in that end fight. And also the chick, I forget her name, but she tried to heal him at the end. So, is he dead or alive? Do you have plans for a sequel? Alright, that's Oswald. Number two, I like the battle system. Like I said before, it makes the game. If you didn't have this battle system, I don't know how you'd keep the player engaged by playing just one person the whole time. So, good job on creating the battle system. I like how you pick the skills. So, you sort of have to choose wisely because, you pick one skill, you don't get to learn the others. That's pretty cool. Maybe at the end, like after the credits or something, have like this one area where all of a sudden you have all the spells and you could just fight like the earlier bosses in the game just for fun, so you could see how all the spells in action. I think that would be pretty cool. So I don't know, maybe think about doing that as like like a bonus when you beat the game. I think that'd be pretty hot. I like the puzzles. The puzzles in your game were pretty good. They're well thought out and mapped. Like the rock puzzles, they were tough. The sneaking through the ship was pretty cool, even though it did have its glitches. I felt like twice I didn't get caught, but it said I did. But other than that, the puzzles were good. Even the fire puzzle was cool, even though I hate that level because of the fights. But anyway, the music was pretty good in the game. It's pretty low, like it was never unbearably loud. Your music's actually very low in your game. So that's all the good stuff I liked. For the stuff that I did not like, first on my list is that fire puzzle with the fights. That was the worst part of your game, and I know you said you fixed it already, so that's good. But that was horrible, man. That was really bad. And like to have it right at the end of the game, it sort of like killed my mood at the end of the game as well. So I'm glad you fixed that. Number two was that water puzzle level. I liked the water puzzle level. I just didn't like how you had it there just to have it there. Like I don't know, like have Oswald get like kidnapped or something, like not just go in there for friggin' water. It seemed pretty dumb to me. But I liked the level, I just didn't like the reason why it was there. I don't know. So also my third thing I have, at the very beginning of the game, the thief, when he jumps out the window, it does not look like a window. I would change that. Number four I didn't really like the way that the towns were mapped. They weren't bad, they weren't hideous. I don't know, personal preference. I just didn't like the mapping of the towns. Five, I didn't like the dead / sleeping bodies in the game. They just either looking face down or they're even looking up, some of them. They just didn't look dead. They didn't look like they were sleeping. It looked like they were just standing looking up. I don't know, I think you should find like some sprites or like put some like blood on them or something. Like edit them and put blood on them or something to make them look dead or something. The title screen's really boring as well. I don't like the title screen. Like I understand the staff is not supposed to look like badass or anything, but maybe like have, I don't know, like have a couple of like really cool looking staffs on the left and right side, and then like bam, right in the middle is that plain boring staff. But that's the staff with all the power. I don't know, I think that would be a cool idea, but I think you need a new title screen. It'll, first thing I saw when I about to start this game was the title screen. I was like, oh man, I was a little worried after seeing that, but overall I enjoyed the game. And also, okay, now I'll get into the story a little bit. The story at the beginning was okay. It wasn't anything special. I was just like, alright, I'll keep playing just to keep playing. Then you get to the, like the middle of the game, the pirate ship level is pretty decent, but once you got to the desert level with those two guys and your caravan, I think that's when the game really picked up and it got really, really good. All the way up to the part where you're on that friggin' water puzzle. Like, that's when your game went downhill. Like, I thought it was okay, then I thought it went to awesome. I thought the game was awesome. And then, I don't know, it just went downhill from there. Like, the water puzzle was cool, but I felt like it was there for no reason. Then all of a sudden you're in that final town and you're going to the friggin' fire puzzle from hell. And then the end of the game, I don't know, I didn't like the end of the game. I really didn't. Like, I'm a little confused at the end too, because, I understand that he is the thief and he was running and the girl comes and like kills the main bad guy, the Malar guy or whatever, and throws him off the tower. That was pretty badass how she threw him off. But, like, that's how it ends? By not even you killing the dude? You don't even get to kill the bad guy, the chick gets to kill him? And then, like, that you have a little bit of text at the end where it's like, Ornis or whatever her name, Ornis I think her name is. No, I don't remember. But anyway, he's like, maybe she's not maybe, she's right. I should, I don't need to run anymore, and I'll just have the staff. And then, like, at the very end, he's like, I might have to run for a little bit longer. I was like, what the heck? I thought he wasn't running. So I was a little confused at that part. And overall, I don't know. Like, the story is pretty, like, you sort of knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, since, like, I probably figured out about, like, halfway that, the guy was the thief, is the one that died. Basically because I didn't get them in my party yet. Like, I was waiting for them to join my party, the thief and the other girl, and I was like, okay, they haven't joined my party yet, and I'm like halfway through the game, so you sort of figure out, you already know what's going to happen. And at the end, I don't know, I was just a little bit disappointed in the end. The last like hour of the game, I didn't really enjoy too much, but overall, I still enjoyed the game. I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10 if I had to score it. I had fun playing it. I guess it's hard to make the end good, but I don't know. I just felt like there could have been more. Like, maybe, I don't know, like, how I was talking about the battle system where you get to pick the spells? Maybe I like the end have like a cool thing where, what's the girl that he ends up liking or whatever, like maybe he goes back to go meet with the girl again that he loves or whatever, and like, how she helped him out escape, like maybe she's being held captive and you gotta fight through like the mages guild and you have all the spells now or something like that. That would be pretty cool. So then you could see all the spells in action, you could save the girl you love, and then you could end on like a note like that, like a happy ever after kind of thing, and maybe have like Oswald come back, like maybe he's not really dead. I don't know. I think that end would be a little bit more epic, but just an idea. So I had fun playing. I hope everyone enjoyed watching, and that is all for Homage. Later.